What's up guys? Welcome to the channel. We're starting the new year with fresh content, and to do that we're starting a new section called Ways to Ride. We're gonna be showcasing a lot of different cars. Might be tuners, might be lowriders, might be custom cars, even original cars. Just all types of different ways to ride. That's what it's all about. To start the first season, it's only right that we start with one of my cars. Let's go. This is it right here. This is a 1963 Chevrolet Impala two-door hardtop. The color is the original 1963 color called Laurel Green. The only difference is we got pinstripes going on the car, but very subtle. Other than that, it looks like a factory Impala when you see it, but it has a lot of detail in it, and everything on this car was chrome plated. This car, I will tell you a little story about it. I found this car in Germany in 2015. And it originally came from California in 2012, and it was actually built in the early 2000s by David Acosta, which I met in Las Vegas a couple of years ago. A really cool dude. And he told me that he had 3 Impalas, which he took all the parts from to make this one. And I gotta say, I gotta give him props. He really did a really good job on this car, because it's really well detailed and well built. I've owned a lot of cars that I imported from the US, and I gotta say, a lot of cars had bad surprises, but with this one I really didn't have any issues. Or I mean, I had some work to do on it because the car didn't roll for a while, and I had to do a lot of things to it to make it a reliable car. But once that was done, I always rolled it everywhere, never trailered it, and it really did good. So let's do a walk around this one.
Okay.
If I find my way home, yeah. Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? If I find my way home, yeah. If I find my way home, yeah. Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? If I find my way home.
Moving on to the engine bay. This is where we got a showstopper right here. Everything in here is chrome. Really, everything is chrome painted. We got a 350 V8 with the central heads, a TPI fuel injection. We got 605 power steering, power disc brakes all around. Transmission is a TH350. Got telescopic drive shaft. All the best of the best on this car.
Fingers down my spine. Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your fingers down my spine? Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your fingers down my spine? Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your
on to interior now. Basically, we got a original Impala interior from 1963. The only difference is that we got custom floor mats that match the seat covers. We got all the trim on the interior chrome plated, which gives it a more shiny touch because usually it's anodized. And other than that, we have a lot of details. The dashboard is painted. Everything is really nice on this car. We have the audio system is hidden to keep it in original formation, I would say. And we got the speakers behind the kick panels right there and two in the tray. These right here are the switches for the hydraulics, which have a factory look just like the rest of the buttons of the dashboard. And basically you can touch them, they won't do nothing. But once you put this button on, then you can actually handle it, so it's like a extra security we got on there.
Won't you rub your fingers down my spine? Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your fingers down my spine? Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your fingers down my spine? Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your
Moving on to the trunk, this is where the magic happens right here. This is the hydraulics. It's a 3-pump setup. We got one to the front, two to the rear. All ADEX dumps, aircraft style, slowdowns, big check valves. Best of the best once again. It's running on 8 batteries. It used to run 8 batteries to the nose, but right now I slowed it down a little because I was getting too wild on the switches. But right now it's running on 4 batteries all around. You can 3-wheel, hop, everything. For those that don't know how it works, actually it has electric motor right here, which gets powered by all the batteries that we got in the trunk. This makes spin the hydraulic pump that is inside of here. This is all full of oil, and it basically pumps the oil through the check valve to the front of the cylinders. These are for the lines that go to the front cylinders. And then when you want to lower the car, you actually actionate the dump right here, and this slow down here will slow the fluid down so the car doesn't fall on the ground. And that's basically how it works. It goes through here to the cylinder and it goes back to the pump. You guys probably wondering, why did I shoot the car on the driveway and not somewhere else? The reason for that is because this car is actually sold. It was not an easy decision because I really like this car, but it got complicated in Belgium with the new regulations and all that, and this car is too heavily modified and won't pass inspection, so it was the right thing to do, I guess. A couple of guys came to see the car, but they weren't the right people for this car, let's put it like that. Let's not forget, this is a lowrider and it's not for everyone. I mean, it's a car that has a lot of maintenance and you gotta know what you're doing with it. So anyway, a good friend of mine called me up, and one guy he knew was interested in the car. So we went back and forth a little, and eventually we closed the deal. So I'm glad to say that this car is actually going back to California, back to LA to be exact, and I think that's where it belongs. So soon it will get loaded inside of a container, loaded on a ship, and then we'll be going back home. So this will be it for this episode, the first episode of Ways to Ride. Hope you guys liked it. If you liked it, put some comments down. If you got some ideas, anything, you can always put it down there in the comments. I'll read it. We will be doing more footage if this all works out a little, doing a lot of different cars, not only lowriders. So stay tuned on the channel, subscribe, like, share, do what you want to do. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.